you aspiring football manager players out there, you may have always been thinking to yourself, I think I can do a better job than the manager of my football club. Well, Bromley may well be putting that to the test. Now, this is, I think, part of a documentary that they're doing, so I'm not entirely sure how serious this is actually going to be. But apparently they want to hire a football manager gamer to their backroom staff. Now, the non-league promotion chasers Bromley are advertising a full-time job as a support performance tactician. And they want someone who has simply won a league title on the latest Football Manager game. Now, the successful applicant will be whisked away from January to May to shadow and learn from the coaching team 5 days a week. Now, the team is managed by Andy Woodman, and he has said that he's very much looking forward to welcoming an enthusiastic supporter to the backroom staff. Definitely plenty out there who know how to guide us to glory in Football Manager game, so we're excited to welcome someone who can replicate that in the real world. Well, I'm not entirely sure that it's gonna work, but you never know. And the studio director of the game said that football fans are full of opinions on how their team can do better on the pitch. Now we can finally find out if their theories are right. Now, the role involves contributing to the first team training, producing opposition analysis, and supporting the backroom staff in selection, tactics, and scouting. So it seems like a fairly wide remit they're going to have there. And in order to apply, they've got to upload a 1-minute video explaining why they deserve the role. And of course, it says at the end here, documentaries to follow the process next year. So I think this is probably for a documentary series. And I don't think that Bromley would necessarily have done this otherwise. However, I've got to thinking, well, what happens if this person, whoever it may be, is a success? I mean, what if they actually are able to turn Bromley, turn their fortunes, and have increased success, shall we say, with this person that in their backroom staff? What if they actually make a good go of it and actually are successful? Would this mean that other clubs take on a similar situation? Are we going to see this type of player turning up in the football Premier League? Is it going to happen that way? Are we going to have this as a permanent position? I'm not entirely sure that it's going to work out. I think that the game is very good, and it's obviously based to try and make it as realistic as possible. But I think the game has a lot more pressure to it than that, and I think in real life things might be very different. But let me hear your thoughts about this. I mean, if you had the opportunity to take on a role like this, would you do it? Would you put your mouse down and take up the mantle for your team? Would you become their tactical director and look at the things behind the scenes to see how the club can improve their performances? It would certainly be an interesting job, and I'm sure there are lots of people out there who would jump at the chance. Let me know down in the comment section, or if you're able to comment anywhere where you're listening or watching this. Let me know what you think about it, and whether you think this is a good thing, and if it's successful, would you have it at your club? Would you want someone like this behind the scenes at your club if this person became successful at it? Let me know down in the comments.